If you're an older gentleman and you've started noticing that things aren't quite as spirited downstairs as they once were, if your mornings are quieter, your confidence is starting to dim, and you're secretly tired of pretending it doesn't bother you, then lean in and listen very carefully. What I'm about to reveal might not only surprise you, it could absolutely change your life. For decades, I've dedicated my work to understanding men over 60, and I've treated thousands of them. In that time, I've stumbled upon a profound truth that most doctors completely overlook. The real, single, most underestimated reason behind waning virility isn't low testosterone, despite what you might hear. No, the forgotten culprit is poor blood flow. And here's the most astounding part. The solution isn't some expensive blue pill, a costly medical device, or even a new supplement. In fact, it's a humble vegetable, easily found and incredibly simple to consume every single morning. Imagine, within mere days, feeling your circulation surge, your energy return, and your manhood awakening once more. My name is Dr. Rena Malik, and as a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience, I've been privileged to help countless older men regain their strength, rekindle their confidence, and reclaim a vibrant vitality they thought was long gone. In this special video, I'm going to guide you through a truly powerful natural solution. It's a method rigorously supported by scientific evidence, vouched for by real patients just like you, and incredibly accessible, waiting on the shelves of your local grocery store. Because when you begin each morning with this one remarkable food, a cascade of positive changes begins throughout your entire body. Your blood pressure can stabilize, your levels of critical nitric oxide soar, and oxygen starts flowing precisely where it's needed most, including, yes, exactly where you're thinking. Most men simply don't have this vital knowledge, which is why I urge you to stay with me until the very end. I will meticulously explain how this all works, the simplest way to incorporate it into your routine, and why so many men begin to witness life-changing results in as little as 7 days. Don't miss this, because everything is about to make sense. Let's be clear about something that often gets swept under the rug. Why do so many men over 60 experience weakening erections? And why does this challenge have far more to do with the simple mechanics of blood flow than the often blamed issue of testosterone? This is what I call the forgotten reason. It's a truth that most men never hear, not from their doctors, not from their buddies, and certainly not from the flashy TV commercials peddling quick fixes. Yet, it's one of the most crucial insights I've gained over my 3 decades as a physician specializing in men's health. It's a myth that erections just disappear because you're simply getting older. That's a convenient but profoundly incorrect generalization. The real fundamental reason is far simpler. Your blood, quite literally, isn't circulating with the same vigor it once did. I've sat across from countless good men, strong men, men who have poured their hearts and souls into their work and lives, and they'll look me in the eye, their voice tinged with a heavy resignation, and say, "Doc, I think I'm just past my prime." My response is always immediate and firm. No, you are not. Your prime, that essential male vitality, is absolutely still within you. It's your circulation that has gradually been neglected, not your inherent manhood. You see, your very ability to achieve and then sustain an erection hinges on one single, exquisitely critical system in your body, your blood flow. To be even more precise, it's the robust, uninterrupted flow of oxygen-rich blood directly into the incredibly delicate, tiny vessels that comprise your penis. This essential flow is powerfully driven by a remarkable gas that your body produces entirely naturally, a silent hero called nitric oxide. When you were younger, your nitric oxide levels were abundant and robust. This is why everything functions so effortlessly, so quickly, and often without you even having to think about it. However, as the years tick by, especially after 60, your body's natural production of nitric oxide unfortunately begins to plummet, sometimes by more than 70%. Concurrently, your arteries, those vital roadways for blood, slowly start to stiffen. The inner lining of your blood vessels, known as the endothelium, becomes less responsive, less pliable. The stark result is that the powerful, exhilarating surge of blood that once easily filled your penis, causing it to swell and firm like a balloon, is now reduced to little more than a hesitant trickle. You aren't broken. Your body is simply sending a desperate signal, asking for your help. And for many of my patients, this next point truly hits home. This significant change isn't merely about physical performance in the bedroom. It profoundly impacts your deep sense of confidence, your very feeling of self-worth, and can even strain the vital emotional connection you share with your partner. The most devastating part is that most men are never informed that this is, in fact, completely fixable. But I promise you, it is, and in a way that is far more natural, far more sustainable, and far more deeply healing than you could possibly imagine. Believe it or not, there truly is a simple, unassuming vegetable, one that you can effortlessly consume every morning, that possesses the incredible power to help your body naturally rebuild its crucial nitric oxide levels. This seemingly ordinary food can restart the entire engine that drives robust erections, restores vibrant energy, and revitalizes your entire circulation. In the next few moments, I will explicitly show you precisely what that vegetable is and explain why its potency far surpasses that of most chemical pills currently available on the market. Now let's turn to the one vegetable that rebuilds circulation in older men. I'll be completely honest with you. When I first stumbled upon and truly understood the remarkable power of this particular vegetable, I was genuinely skeptical. It wasn't that I didn't believe in the profound healing capacity of food as medicine. Far from it. My skepticism stemmed from how incredibly simple it seemed. Could something so utterly ordinary, so wonderfully inexpensive, truly make such a profound and lasting difference in how blood courses through the most vital parts of an older man's body? But then I began to witness the undeniable results. And it wasn't just me observing. My patients, men in their late 60s, their 70s, and even robust 80-year-olds, were returning to my office after just a few short weeks, their voices filled with a new kind of wonder. They'd tell me things like, "Dr. Kara, I woke up firm again," or, "For the first time in months, I felt genuinely ready, just like I used to." And the only significant change they had made was consistently adding this one simple food to their daily morning routine. The powerful vegetable I'm speaking about, which holds this amazing potential, is none other than beetroot. Yes, you heard me correctly. Beets. That deep red, often overlooked root vegetable that frequently gets pushed to the side of dinner plates or forgotten at the bottom of a salad bar. But carefully hidden inside this humble vegetable is an incredibly vital compound that your aging body desperately craves and crucially needs: dietary nitrate. When you regularly consume beets, your body possesses the natural ability to convert those dietary nitrates directly into nitric oxide, that very same miracle gas that signals your arteries to relax, to fully open up, and to allow life-giving blood to flow freely and unhindered. What makes this even more extraordinary is just how precisely targeted its effects can be. This profound increase in blood flow doesn't just benefit your heart or sharpen your brain function. Crucially, for older men, it also dramatically improves circulation specifically to your pelvic region, including the unique sponge-like tissue within your penis that is designed to fill and expand robustly during moments of arousal. For older men, this targeted effect is absolutely everything. You're not just simply improving your capability to get an erection. You are fundamentally nourishing and strengthening the very system that underpins your overall vitality, your daily energy, and your bedrock confidence. And there's a deeply personal story I feel compelled to share with you. Years ago, I had the privilege of working with a gentleman named Charles. He was 71 at the time, a retired engineer, and for over a year, he hadn't experienced a single full erection. We introduced one simple, impactful change into his life. We had him begin each morning with just a 6-ounce glass of fresh beet juice. That was it. By the second week, Charles called me, his voice thick with emotion, and he simply said, "Dr. Kara, I feel like myself again." It was in that moment, witnessing such a profound and rapid transformation, that I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was far more than mere theory. This was a tangible, undeniable reality. Now, let's explore exactly what happens in your body when you eat beets. You might understandably be wondering, how can something as seemingly ordinary and unassuming as a beet possibly help to miraculously restore the vigorous blood flow you enjoyed when you were a much younger man? I openly confess I used to ponder that very same question myself. However, once you genuinely grasp the intricate biological symphony that unfolds within your body after you consume beets, it all begins to make profound and perfect sense. And honestly, witnessing it is a little like observing a slow-motion miracle gracefully unfolding just beneath the surface of your skin. Here's the fascinating process that commences when you eat beets. You're not merely getting a dose of fiber or a scattering of antioxidants. What you are truly providing your body with is a direct, potent, and bioavailable source of dietary nitrates. These particular nitrates are the absolute raw material, the foundational building blocks that your body expertly utilizes to generate something truly remarkable called nitric oxide. As we've discussed, this isn't just a gas. It's an invisible, silent powerhouse that orchestrates one of the most vital and potent roles within your entire vascular system. Nitric oxide's primary directive is to instruct your blood vessels to relax. It's the powerful, urgent signal to your arteries saying, "Open up, let the blood flow freely." And that, my friends, is precisely the crucial signal your body has been unknowingly missing for too long. The incredible journey of these nitrates begins immediately in your mouth. As you chew the beet, the benevolent bacteria naturally residing on your tongue initiate the critical process of converting these nitrates into nitrites. Then, as you thoughtfully swallow, your stomach and bloodstream continue and further the conversion process, ultimately transforming those nitrites into the active form, nitric oxide. Within mere minutes, you may begin to experience a subtle lightness, a palpable sensation of enhanced oxygenation, and crucially, over a consistent period of time. This leads to significantly stronger, more robust blood flow. This improved circulation isn't limited to your heart and brain. It extends powerfully to your lower body, to those intimate areas where many men frustratingly begin to feel the inexorable passage of the years truly catching up to them. I've had men share with me, with genuine emotion, "Doc, I truly thought I was done. I honestly believed the best part of life, that vibrant spark, was firmly behind me. Yet, after just 2 weeks of consistently starting their mornings with beet juice, they're eagerly calling me back, brimming with excitement, telling me they feel noticeably sharper, possess significantly more energy, and yes, are far more responsive and engaged during intimate moments." This transformation is about so much more than just sex. It is profoundly about identity. It's about the incredible feeling of waking up in the morning and possessing that deep, reassuring knowledge that your body still heeds your commands, that it still powerfully responds to your inner desires and intentions. And here's an even more exhilarating truth. Beets don't merely aid in enhancing blood flow. They actively protect your delicate blood vessels from ongoing damage. They demonstrably reduce inflammation throughout your system. And over time, they can even contribute to a healthy lowering of blood pressure. This means that beets aren't just applying a temporary fix to one specific problem. They are comprehensively strengthening the very foundation of your entire cardiovascular system, building robust health from the inside out. Of course, for all these incredible benefits to fully materialize, you need to know precisely how to utilize beets in the most effective way. The specific timing of consumption, the method of preparation, and even what other foods you pair them with can dramatically either enhance or unfortunately diminish your results. So allow me to guide you step by step through exactly how to seamlessly integrate beets into your morning routine, ensuring you extract the absolute maximum potential from every single bite. Let me share some real results from real men over 60 to illustrate the incredible power of this approach. There's a profoundly moving experience that comes from witnessing science leap off the pages of clinical trials and textbooks and materialize into vibrant life within real people. And I can tell you, with absolute and unwavering honesty, that some of the most genuinely rewarding moments throughout my extensive career have been those when I hear a quiet yet undeniable surge of hope flood back into a man's voice as he declares, "Doc, it's actually working." Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Anderson. He was 67 years old when he first walked into my office. A retired teacher, soft-spoken and carrying an air of proud dignity, yet undeniably burdened by something deeply unspoken. He confessed to me that he hadn't experienced a full, truly natural erection in over 8 months. There was no morning stiffness, no sensation of arousal that felt genuinely complete. This silent struggle was beginning to cast a heavy shadow over his marriage, but even more significantly, it was fundamentally altering how he perceived himself. He articulated his anguish by saying, "I feel as though my own body is betraying me, and I simply don't know how to fight back." We spoke at length about the critical role of blood flow, the silent power of nitric oxide, and the immense influence of diet. I then proposed a deceptively simple change. I asked him, with no pressure, just a quiet commitment to himself to begin each of his mornings with just half a cup of fresh beet juice. That was the entirety of the prescription. No complex medications, no elaborate regimens. After approximately 2 weeks, his call came through to my office. His voice was lighter, almost imbued with a sense of disbelief and joyful surprise. He exclaimed, "I woke up this morning and there it was. Not weak, not partial, but solid. And I didn't need anything extra to make it happen." I could vividly hear the profound return of his self-pride, the reemergence of his inherent dignity. For him, this wasn't merely about sexual performance. It was deeply about a restoration of his wholeness as a man. He felt profoundly alive again. Mr. Anderson's deeply moving story, I assure you, is far from unique. I have witnessed this same transformative narrative unfold countless times with men from all walks of life: plumbers, meticulous accountants, brave veterans, compassionate pastors, men who were utterly convinced that their best years, their most vibrant selves, were firmly behind them. Yet, they discovered that with just a little focused support and unwavering consistency, their bodies possessed far more untapped potential to give. What I desperately want you to truly grasp from these accounts is this powerful truth: you are absolutely not beyond help. Your incredible body has not given up on you. It is patiently, resiliently waiting for the correct signal, for the right kind of supportive nourishment. And when that signal comes through something as elegantly simple and natural as a daily glass of beet juice, it serves as a profound and beautiful reminder of just how intelligent, how remarkably capable, and how inherently resilient the male body truly is. But as I emphasized before, it's not solely about the beet itself, it's profoundly about how and when you choose to utilize it. So now let's carefully walk through the exact preparation and timing for consuming it each morning to fully unlock its maximum potential. Because in this endeavor, timing is genuinely everything, and the next few minutes will clearly show you precisely why. Let's talk about when and how to eat beets for maximum circulation. If there's one invaluable lesson I've gleaned from my many years dedicated to assisting older men in restoring their health, it is this unwavering truth. Precise timing and unwavering consistency possess the profound ability to make all the difference in the world. You might possess the absolute best food, the most potent nutrients, and the purest intentions, but if you employ them incorrectly or at an unsuitable moment, you simply will not unlock the full, incredible results your body is truly capable of achieving. And this fundamental principle holds particularly true, I assure you, when it comes to the remarkable power of beets. Now, I fully understand that some men might feel a little overwhelmed or intimidated when confronted with the idea of adopting a new routine. They might prematurely assume they need to overhaul their entire lives overnight or prepare overly complicated meals. However, the delightful truth is that the most effective way to harness the profound benefits of beets is incredibly straightforward and remarkably simple. And once you truly begin to feel the amazing transformation it ushers into your body, you'll not only want to continue, you'll be driven by the vibrant results. The morning, my friends, is unequivocally the golden window for this endeavor. This is the precise time when your body's natural testosterone levels are at their daily zenith, when your blood vessels are most optimally responsive, and when your system is perfectly primed and eager to absorb nutrients with peak efficiency. Consuming beets on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, either as roasted slices or by drinking beet juice, allows your body to convert those precious dietary nitrates into nitric oxide with dramatically greater efficiency. I've personally observed men who attempted to consume them later in the day, perhaps after a heavy breakfast, and the tangible difference in their physiological response was as stark as night and day. Therefore, here's my clear and simple recommendation. Begin your day with half a cup of lightly roasted beet slices, or for a smoother experience, blend a small raw beet into your morning smoothie. For those who prioritize convenience without sacrificing efficacy, a single scoop of high-quality beetroot powder thoroughly mixed into warm water can prove just as effective. You truly don't need a large quantity. What is paramount is that you consistently make this a daily habit, taken before your very first meal. There is one more crucial detail I consistently impart to all my patients, and it might sound a touch unusual, but it's vitally important. Absolutely avoid brushing your teeth immediately before or directly after consuming beets. I know it sounds peculiar, but the beneficial bacteria naturally residing in your mouth play a critical initiating role in the essential process of converting nitrates into nitric oxide. If you use a strong antiseptic mouthwash or brush your teeth too soon with conventional toothpaste, you could inadvertently block the very foundational chemical reaction your body urgently requires to effectively boost your blood flow. It's paying attention to these seemingly small details, these nuanced biological truths, that transforms a merely good habit into an extraordinarily potent one. And believe me, just a few extra inches of smooth, robust blood flow can mean absolutely everything when it comes to your confidence, your sustained energy, and the intimate connections in your life. But as undeniably powerful as beets are on their own, they are not a magical cure-all. They require the right environment, the optimal bodily conditions to perform their best. And tragically, many men unknowingly sabotage their remarkable potential results each and every morning by combining beets with the wrong, counterproductive foods. In the very next section, I will reveal exactly what you need to meticulously avoid and expose the surprisingly common breakfast mistakes that might currently be holding you back from truly transformative vitality. Next, let's discuss what not to eat in the morning if you want better erections. It's incredibly easy and often tempting to focus exclusively on what new, healthy foods we should add to our diet, like the beet juice, a fresh morning routine, or various circulation boosters. But over my many years in practice, I've come to a powerful and undeniable realization. What you conscientiously remove from your morning meal plan can be just as crucial, if not even more vital, than what you choose to include. You see, I've had numerous patients who approached me perplexed, saying, "Doc, I'm diligently drinking the beet juice precisely as you instructed, but I'm honestly not witnessing a significant change." And when we took a moment to delve a little deeper into their daily habits, we inevitably discovered that their prevailing breakfast choices were quietly yet powerfully working against all their good intentions. These were often foods they genuinely believed to be harmless or even beneficial for their health, yet they were inadvertently narrowing their arteries, inflaming their delicate blood vessels, and critically blunting the very nitric oxide boost we were so earnestly trying to cultivate and achieve. One of the absolute biggest culprits I consistently identify is processed breakfast meats. Think about it: bacon, sausage links, deli ham. These foods are invariably overloaded with excessive sodium and chemical preservatives, both of which actively constrict your blood vessels and significantly diminish healthy circulation to your sensitive pelvic region. Then there are the omnipresent refined carbohydrates: white toast, sugary muffins, flaky pastries. These items cause a rapid, dramatic spike in your insulin levels and subsequently crash your vital hormones, including testosterone. And finally, consuming too much caffeine, especially on an entirely empty stomach, can needlessly increase your cortisol, which is your body's primary stress hormone. Elevated cortisol actively tightens blood vessels, making the physiological process of arousal considerably more difficult and elusive. Now, I am certainly not suggesting that you can never again savor these foods. However, if your earnest goal is to profoundly restore your manhood, to genuinely provide your body with the strongest fighting chance for true healing and resurgence, then the very first hour of your day absolutely needs to be dedicated to supporting robust healing, not actively blocking it. Instead of reaching for those processed meats, opt for a simple boiled egg or a small handful of nutrient-dense nuts. Instead of sugary toast or breakfast cereal, try a nourishing slice of avocado spread on whole grain bread. These types of wholesome foods pair beautifully and synergistically with beets. They furnish your body with essential healthy fats, vital vitamins, and crucial minerals that nourish and protect your delicate blood vessels while supporting overall hormonal balance. When you consciously make this profound shift, thoughtfully removing what clogs your system and purposefully replacing it with foods that actively nourish and protect, your body responds with astonishing gratitude. The blood flows more freely, a comforting warmth begins to return, and for countless men, that very first natural erection after weeks or months of absence feels like the return of life's breath back into their very sense of identity. But the significance of timing extends far beyond just food choices. It's deeply rooted in our innate biology. There's a fundamental reason why I emphatically recommend performing all of these vital actions specifically in the morning rather than later in the day. It's because something incredibly powerful transpires within your body each morning that establishes this as the perfectly optimal window to truly rebuild your strength and vitality. In the next segment, I will precisely elucidate why the specific timing of your morning habits truly has the power to change everything. Consider for a moment why morning matters more than you think. Over my many dedicated years in practice, I've observed a truly profound and consistent pattern among men who commit to mindful morning habits, particularly those beyond the age of 60. It's not merely that their bodies demonstrate a superior response, though that is undeniably true and measurable. It's something deeper. Their mornings invariably transform into a kind of quiet, yet pivotal turning point. They become a conscious act of reclaiming, a sacred moment where, instead of allowing the external demands and pressures of the day to dictate how they feel, these men choose instead to actively set a tone of intrinsic strength, focused purpose, and profound self-healing. Biologically speaking, the morning hours represent a veritable golden window for optimizing male health. During this crucial period, your natural testosterone levels are at their daily peak, meaning your body is inherently more receptive and responsive to positive stimulation, encompassing both mental acuity and physical vigor. Furthermore, your blood pressure naturally tends to be slightly elevated in the early hours. While this might sound concerning, it actually serves to prime your circulatory system for action, provided you supply it with the appropriate support and nourishment. When you judiciously consume nitrate-rich foods, such as beets, in the morning on an empty stomach, your body operates with remarkably enhanced efficiency in converting those nitrates into active nitric oxide. That very gas, as you now well know, sends a clear, vital signal to your blood vessels to relax and expand, effectively opening wide the essential gates for oxygen, crucial nutrients, and life-giving blood to reach every single corner of your magnificent body, including, of course, those deeply intimate regions that profoundly define your sense of intimacy and self-confidence. Yet, there's an even more profound, intangible shift I've consistently observed in my patients. When a man embarks on his morning with a clear intention, consciously choosing to nourish and fortify himself rather than mindlessly skipping breakfast or grabbing something overly fast and highly processed, he initiates a powerful process of reclaiming genuine control over his own health destiny. It's as much a fundamental psychological transformation as it is a measurable physical one. And for men who may have harbored feelings of powerlessness or disconnection from their own bodies for far too long, that foundational shift can be nothing short of life-altering. I distinctly recall one particular patient, a robust 72-year-old former Marine, who once shared with me, "Doc, I'm not looking for a shortcut. What I want is a mission. I crave a powerful reason to wake up each day and genuinely fight for my body again." We commenced his mission with modest, achievable steps: a daily glass of beet juice, followed by a purposeful 10-minute walk, and then a significantly better, more nourishing breakfast. Within just a few short weeks, he wasn't simply experiencing enhanced circulation. He was reporting markedly improved sleep patterns, laughing more freely, and genuinely showing up as a different, more engaged presence in his marriage. That, my friends, is the profound power that well-chosen morning routines possess. They don't just meticulously heal the body, they powerfully anchor the very essence of the man. Now, you might naturally be wondering, how long does it typically take before you genuinely start to perceive these welcome changes? When do the tangible benefits truly begin to manifest in your energy levels, your intimate performance, and your overall confidence? That's precisely what we're going to delve into next, because the actual timeline of results may very well surprise you, especially if you've been dwelling in a state of diminished vitality for an extended period. So, what to expect? The timeline for results. This is one of the most frequently asked and understandable questions I receive from men when I recommend a natural integrative approach, such as daily beet juice. Dr. Kara, honestly, how long will it take before I actually feel something tangible? It's a completely fair question, because let's be candid, when you've endured months or even years feeling like your own body is consistently letting you down, it becomes incredibly challenging to believe that something so seemingly simple could truly spark real, lasting change. And yet, despite those ingrained doubts, I have witnessed this very transformation occur time and time again. In the first few initial days of consistently consuming beets, most men typically don't report dramatic shifts in their intimate bedroom performance. However, they do frequently notice more subtle yet significant changes. A little more natural color returning to their face, a slightly sharper mental focus, and even an easier, more refreshed feeling when rising from bed in the morning. These aren't random occurrences. These are the quiet, promising signals that your entire circulatory system is beginning to gently awaken and rejuvenate itself. By approximately day 4 or 5, that essential nitric oxide boost starts to noticeably accumulate and build within your system. Your blood vessels begin to open more freely and expansively. Many men report feeling a newfound warmth in their hands and feet, signaling improved peripheral circulation. Some of my patients even tell me they feel a distinct lightness, as if their body isn't laboring quite so arduously just to navigate through the demands of their day. Then, the truly exciting part arrives around day 7. This is when things genuinely start to become profoundly interesting for many men. A significant number of my patients have thrillingly reported waking up with their first spontaneous morning erection in months, sometimes even years. And here's the crucial detail. There's no medication involved, no external stimulation required, just the powerful, natural result of revitalized blood finally reaching precisely where it intrinsically needs to go. And this newfound experience isn't just about the physical response, it's profoundly about the immense emotional lift that invariably follows, an exhilarating sense of, I'm back. By the 2-week mark of consistent beet consumption, many men begin to witness measurable, significant improvements, noticeably stronger responses to physical touch, more consistent and sustained energy levels throughout their entire day, and in many cases, even a healthy lowering of their blood pressure. And if you commit to maintaining this beneficial habit for a full 30 days, it transcends mere temporary change. It firmly establishes itself as a robust, life-enhancing foundation. I constantly remind all my patients, the paramount key here is not unattainable perfection. It is steadfast, unwavering consistency. You are not attempting to force your body into submission. Rather, you are respectfully and powerfully supporting its innate healing capacities. And when you consistently provide your body with precisely what it needs, day by day, moment by moment, it responds with an almost miraculous gratitude. And here, I want to emphasize perhaps the very best part of all. This incredible journey isn't solely about regaining erections or boosting energy levels. Deep beneath the surface, beets are enacting something far more fundamental and long-lasting. They are actively supporting your critical long-term vascular health, the very intricate system that keeps your precious brain sharp, your vital heart strong, and your manhood robustly alive and flourishing. So let's take this understanding one powerful step further. What if this seemingly simple morning habit could transcend being just a routine and transform into a profound personal ritual, a daily practice that not only significantly improves your physical performance, but actively helps you reclaim your very identity as a man? In the forthcoming section, we will meticulously explore exactly how that profound shift happens and why it is infinitely more potent and life-altering than simply resorting to taking a pill. Now, let's explore the morning ritual that reclaims masculinity. There's a quiet sanctity, an almost sacred hush to the morning hours before the relentless clamor, the myriad distractions, and the heavy weight of the impending day truly settle in. For so many of the gentlemen I have the privilege to work with, these precious early hours evolve into something far deeper than merely a time to consume food or embark on a leisurely walk. They transform into a profound, intentional moment to reconnect with themselves, to vividly remember the man they are, and to powerfully reclaim something they once believed was irrevocably lost, their authentic masculinity. Now, I'm certainly not talking about masculinity in the boisterous, performative, and often superficial way that society frequently portrays it. I am referring to that quiet inner strength, that deeply grounded confidence, that serene and powerful knowing that your body still operates as it should, that it is still unequivocally yours, and that you still possess the profound ability to rise in every magnificent sense of the word. For countless numbers of my older patients, consciously building a meaningful morning ritual around something as delightfully simple as drinking fresh beet juice evolves into a significant life-altering turning point. It ceases to be solely about the measurable improvement of circulation or the welcome return of firmer erections, although those tangible outcomes undeniably hold immense importance. Instead, it becomes a powerful statement of self-worth, a consistent commitment to truly showing up for oneself, nourishing one's body first thing in the morning with a deliberate message that says, I still care, I am still actively fighting for myself. And that profound message, articulated not through spoken words, but through consistent, intentional action, commences a fundamental reshaping of your mindset from the innermost core outward. I vividly recall one particular man, a dignified 74-year-old widower who had retreated into what he poignantly described as a quiet retreat for the last few years of his life. He rarely ventured out, simply didn't feel like himself anymore, yet he committed wholeheartedly to this new morning habit every single day. Fresh beet juice consumed precisely at sunrise, immediately followed by a short, brisk walk and a few moments of intentional, deep breaths. After merely 3 weeks, he contacted me, exclaiming, I feel like I've truly woken up, doctor. Not just physically, but something else, something profoundly deeper within me. That, my friends, is precisely the kind of profound and comprehensive transformation we are passionately discussing here. Because in absolute truth, this journey transcends mere discussions of erections or efficient blood flow. It is fundamentally about the very essence of your identity. When you commence your day with such unwavering intention, with such profound care, and with an undeniable sense of inherent power, your body gradually begins to truly trust you again. And it is within the sacred space of that regained trust that true, enduring healing magnificently begins to unfold. And there is one more critical piece to this intricate puzzle I absolutely must share with you, perhaps the most vital element of all. Because even with the adoption of this transformative morning ritual, even with meticulously choosing the right foods and observing the optimal timing, most men still unknowingly miss one crucial thing. It's a deceptively simple truth that could signify the stark difference between a fleeting, short-term improvement and the profound, long-term restoration of your vitality. And that, my friends, is precisely what we will wholeheartedly explore next. This brings us to a final word from Dr. Kara. If you're still with me at this very moment, I want to take a heartfelt pause to speak directly to you, not just as your doctor, but as someone who has genuinely walked alongside thousands of men remarkably similar to yourself. Men who have quietly carried deep shame, endured silent frustration, or grappled with a growing, unsettling sense of disconnection from their own bodies. Men who have bravely attempted to laugh it off, tough it out, or simply stoically accept that this decline is just how aging works. But I am here unequivocally to remind you, it absolutely does not have to be this way. The profound truth, my friends, is that your remarkable body is still keenly listening, still powerfully responding, and still fundamentally capable of astounding change, even if the world around you has tragically stopped expecting it from you. And sometimes, often, all it truly takes is one small, unwavering act of self-care, like seamlessly adding beets to your cherished morning routine, to initiate a powerful ripple effect of profound healing that extends throughout your entire being. I have borne witness to this extraordinary phenomenon unfolding in the lives of men who genuinely believed their finest, most vibrant years were undeniably behind them. only to discover, with overwhelming joy, that deep-seated strength and steadfast confidence were still vibrantly alive within them, patiently waiting for the precise, correct signal to reemerge. I don't share these inspiring stories because they are rare occurrences. On the contrary, I share them because they are abundantly possible for you. And if you are willing to embrace that initial courageous step, not for anyone else's approval or expectation, but solely for your own enduring self, then this elegantly simple habit could mark the magnificent dawn of an entirely new, fulfilling chapter in your life. One where you courageously cease merely managing bothersome symptoms and boldly begin to reclaim fundamental control over your own health and destiny. But let me be absolutely clear, this transformative journey is far more than just a routine. It is a powerful mindset, a deliberate and unwavering decision. Every single time you intentionally drink that vibrant beet juice or thoughtfully sit down to a genuinely better, more nourishing breakfast, you are sending an unequivocal, powerful message directly to your heart, to your intricate hormones, and to your very manhood. I am still here and I still profoundly matter. So I urge you, ask yourself this deeply personal question. What would it truly feel like to awaken each morning brimming with natural energy once more, to gaze into the mirror and feel a profound, reconnected sense of intimacy and ownership with your own magnificent body again? To possess the unwavering knowledge that the deliberate changes you are consciously making are not fleeting, temporary fixes, but genuine, lasting, and powerful steps toward embodying the remarkable man you truly aspire to be. And now that we have meticulously uncovered the scientific foundations, the essential daily habits, the realistic timeline of results, and the deeper, more profound reasons behind this potential transformation, there remains just one final crucial piece left. Because if you genuinely wish to solidify these incredible gains and rigorously protect everything you have so diligently worked for, a powerful conclusion awaits you. One that seamlessly weaves all these threads together and vividly illustrates what truly becomes possible when unwavering intention beautifully converges with purposeful action. Let's complete this transformative journey together. As we reach our conclusion, let this be truly the first morning of the rest of your vibrant life. By this point, you've been presented with the full, comprehensive picture. You've journeyed through the vital understanding that the real, often unspoken reason so many older men struggle with weaker erections after 60 isn't solely about testosterone levels, but fundamentally about the lifeblood of robust circulation. You have now discovered that humble beetroot, a remarkably simple and often surprisingly overlooked vegetable, holds the innate power to profoundly reignite your body's essential nitric oxide production, meticulously restore vital blood flow, and literally breathe new life back into the parts of you that once perhaps felt irreversibly lost. You've explored in detail what precisely transpires within your body when you thoughtfully consume this vegetable, witnessed through the profound experiences of real men, just like you, who have undergone truly astonishing personal changes. You've also learned the immense significance of timing, particularly embracing the morning hours, which can literally make all the difference. We've critically discussed what unhealthy habits to avoid, shedding light on common breakfast choices that unknowingly sabotage your precious progress, and highlighted the profound healing power inherent in meticulously building a consistent ritual, something that not only meticulously supports your physical body, but powerfully reclaims your sense of masculine identity from the innermost core outward. You've been provided with a realistic, encouraging timeline of results, ranging from those subtle, welcome early shifts to the more profound and lasting transformations that gloriously emerge over time. And finally, you've heard my personal reflections, offered not just as a seasoned physician, but as someone who believes with unwavering conviction in your innate potential to once again feel strong, remarkably capable, and truly alive. So here is the absolute message I earnestly wish to impart to you. Do not wait for an elusive, better moment. Do not procrastinate for more motivation, more exhaustive research, or another jarring wake-up call. You possess every single tool and piece of vital knowledge you need right here, right now. The comprehensive understanding, the practical tools, and the empowering choice are all yours. One small, consistent act, thoughtfully repeated each and every morning, can meticulously build a profound rhythm of healing that will gracefully touch and transform every single part of your precious life. This encompasses your boundless energy, your rock-solid confidence, your most cherished relationships, and ultimately, your profound sense of identity as a vibrant, capable man. Regardless of how many incredible years you've lived or how long you might have felt disconnected from the spirited man you once wholeheartedly were, that version of you, that essence, is still very much there, patiently waiting, vibrantly ready to be reawakened. Beats, my friends, are just the potent beginning. So, let this morning truly mark the commencement of the rest of your magnificent life. You are far from done. In fact, you're just exhilaratingly getting started. If this video profoundly resonated with you, if it offered you a fresh perspective on your own body, or instilled even one small flicker of renewed hope, I would be deeply honored if you would grace it with a simple like. It's your way of letting me know that these crucial messages truly matter and helps ensure that other men just like you can discover the vital support and empowering insights they so desperately need. Feel entirely free to share this video with a brother, a cherished friend, or any man you deeply care about. You never know whose life you might profoundly touch and uplift by simply passing along this powerful message. I also wholeheartedly welcome your voice in the comments section below. Feel free to type 1 if you're now committed to trying this beat morning routine, or share a brief update on how your own wellness journey has progressed thus far. I diligently read every single comment, and I continuously learn invaluable lessons from each and every one of you. And if you feel moved to support this channel and help us reach even more men with truly real, honest, and hopeful health content, please consider a donation through the link provided below. Every single contribution, no matter the size, directly helps us maintain these videos as ad-free, genuinely trustworthy, and squarely focused on what truly matters most, empowering you to reclaim your intrinsic strength one meaningful day at a time. Thank you profoundly for watching, and thank you for courageously taking your health and well-being firmly into your own capable hands. Please remember, you are never alone, and you are truly never too old to begin anew.